And with that said, inshallah, we'll move on to our next guest, who happens to be a congressman, a House representative for the state of Colorado. That would be Congressman Jason Crow, who probably has the most Muslims of any congressperson in the state of Colorado in his district. And we're pleased to have him here. I'm going to turn it over to you, Congressman Crow.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mike Washington, for moderating and helping us keep together and on schedule tonight. Thank you to Ishmael and the Multicultural Mosaic Foundation for your leadership in pulling this virtual event together, as I know we would all much prefer to be in person and to be embracing each other as friends and as brothers and sisters. I know this is the next best thing, so thank you for organizing this. To Imam Shamsuddin for your leadership and all your incredible work. You talked about getting in touch with our feelings and how we feel when we're going through the hunger pains and the deprivation, and how that can help you get in touch with who you are. And that's an idea that I can sympathize with, going through some of our military training, when you just strip down all of those external things, all those things that you surround yourself to make yourself comfortable. When you take those all away and you come face to face and in terms with who you are and your personality and your place in the world, and you're standing with your friends and your family, and how important that is. And you will also be very happy to know, Imam, that my intrepid district director, Maitham El Shadood, who is joining us here tonight, has been observing Ramadan this past month. And I have been able to tell no difference in his temperament, in his attitude, in his professionalism. He has been unfazed. So if he's feeling the impact of this last month, he hides it very well. So well done, Maitham. Reverend Henderson, thank you for your leadership and how you continue to lead the faith community in what is the most diverse district and community in the state. Thank you for your leadership. And Rabbi Field, of course, amazing job as always, bringing everyone together and saying amazing words to help heal our community. Sheikh Hussein, thank you for your leadership. And I know that Fareddin Marakli is going to be joining us and offering some words as well. Now, sometimes I think that it's an advantage to have the last word, but when I'm preceded by so many friends and incredible leaders, and all of the great words have been taken, it's not an advantage, because I really cannot say anything that has not already been said so eloquently and so beautifully tonight, talking about the human condition and our shared humanity and who we are as a country and community. So I'm left only with offering my own gratitude, because Ramadan is a season of gratitude where we would reflect on our own health and our jobs and family and the things that we're happy for. And I know the 100,000 Muslims in the state of Colorado, many of whom I am greatly honored to represent in Washington, D.C. on behalf of our great community and country, share many of these views. But, I think back over the last 17 months. I've been honored to represent you for the last 17 months in Congress, and what my experience in representing this community has been. In Rabbi Field, you spoke about what happened after the Tree of Life shooting and how the community rallied around the Jewish community. You spoke about what happened after Christchurch and how the faith community rallied around. And I remember very vividly giving a speech at Abu Bakr in front of hundreds of our brothers and sisters from every background and every faith community. Then I think about now. I think about the enormous crisis hitting our country and our community, the thousands of our brothers and sisters losing their jobs, the hundreds losing their lives and their health. And I think about what the story of our community is. And the story of our community isn't necessarily defined by the great bridges that we build and maybe our greatest accomplishments and the things that we do when everything is going well, but rather the way that we act as a community when we're knocked back on our heels, when we're knocked down. Because that, I think, is the true test of character. It is the true test of a man or a woman or a community, what you do when you're knocked back, when you face adversity. I can tell you that I've never been more proud to represent this community in this district than I have the last 10 weeks, when I've seen people delivering meals to our senior citizens. And I've seen business owners coming to the aid of fellow business owners, providing them with supplies, helping them work through this difficult time. And I see our first responders, our doctors, and our nurses working 24/7, sometimes at great personal risk, to bring life back to our brothers and sisters. That is our community. That is Colorado. That is our nation. And that is our shared common humanity. And ultimately, that is what I'm grateful for, that, you know, we are not a story that's defined by the naysayers. We're not a community that's defined by the people that will break the rules and turn to their own selfishness. We are defined by those who give to others. We are defined by those who sacrifice to others. That is who we are, and that is who we will always be. And that is why I am so proud to be your representative. So as we do take these weeks and months ahead to slow down, I would be really remiss if I didn't say that it is now your chance to be counted and to stand up, because there are so many of our people in our community who are working day and night to help complete the census, so that we know who is in our community. We can have a sense for how to be represented, right? So take this time and make sure that you're counted, that you contact your census representative, that you fill it out online, over the phone, over the mail, so that we can be the community that's counted, that's represented fairly in Washington, and we can move forward together, because that is who we are, and that's, again, who we will always be. So during this time, I wish you all Ramadan Kareem, and please let me know if there's anything we can do to help you.
Alhamdulillah, thank you so much for those words, Congressman Crow.